Welcome to Blooming Theories, where spirit and soul blossom. In this episode, we're digging deep into the soil of cruelty itself. Because cruelty doesn't just appear out of nowhere, it's grown, fed, and passed down like a poisonous seed, watered by trauma, ignorance, and pain that was never healed. I want to make it clear that I am not a licensed professional. Everything I share on Blooming Theories comes from my personal beliefs, my lived experiences, and the lessons I've learned along the way. My goal is to reach people who have walked through similar things, to let them know they're not alone, and to hopefully bring understanding not just for them, but also for the partners and loved ones who walk alongside them. Today we'll uncover how cruelty takes root in families that teach silence instead of softness, in societies that reward dominance over compassion, and in the hearts of those who were once made to feel powerless. This isn't about excuses, it's about understanding the origin so we can stop the cycle. This is my favorite part. Let's take a deep breath. In through your nose, out through your mouth. This episode might stir something inside you, but that's exactly where healing begins. Let's talk about the psychology of cruelty. Cruelty is not born in darkness, it's made there. Behind every cruel act is a history of suppression, rejection, or fear. People who were denied empathy often learn to deny it to others. When the world teaches you that love equals weakness, you learn to survive through hardness. Cruelty is how the wounded protect their pain, the armor they wear to feel powerful after years of powerlessness. But power built on pain is temporary. It collapses the moment love demands vulnerability. The cruel hide their shame beneath control. They need others to feel small so they can finally feel big. And while that may explain their actions, it does not excuse them. Understanding the origin of cruelty is not the same as tolerating it. It's choosing awareness over blindness. Where it begins. Cruelty often grows in three main environments. Number 1, childhood wounds. Homes that taught survival instead of connection, where affection was earned, not given. Number 2, generational trauma. Cycles of pain passed down because no one was brave enough to name them. 3, societal conditioning. Systems that glorify control, competition, and ego over empathy and care. Many of us who carry tenderness have been told to toughen up, while those who harm are excused as that's just how they are. These backwards messages create a culture of cruelty, one that punishes sensitivity and praises detachment. But here's the truth. Kindness is not weakness. It's rebellion in a world that profits off numbness. The spiritual side of cruelty. From a spiritual lens, cruelty is the shadow of humanity's forgotten heart. It's what happens when love is withheld for too long. Those who hurt others often desperately want for the love that they deny themselves. But the wound becomes so deep, they can't recognize the love when it shows up. Spiritually awakened souls often attract cruelty because their light exposes what others hide. But your compassion is not a curse, it's your power. You were never meant to shrink to make the unhealed comfortable. The mission isn't revenge, it's revelation. When we see the pain beneath cruelty, we reclaim our peace without absorbing their poison. Breaking the cycle. This is my favorite. This is actually what I've been working on for so many years. To uproot cruelty, you must set firm boundaries that honor your peace, choose empathy without excusing harmful behavior, practice self-compassion, the same softness you wish others had given you, and most importantly, forgive. Not to let them off the hook, but to set yourself free. Healing is not about becoming nice. It's about becoming whole. As in every episode, I will always list below some sound hurts that can help with healing and what this episode dives into. Reflection prompts I want you guys to work on, and I'll work on myself. 1, who first taught me that softness wasn't safe? Number 2, how have I mistaken control for strength? 3, what patterns of cruelty have I tolerated or repeated out of survival? 4, what would love look like if it were safe for me to give and receive? Number 5, how can I show compassion without sacrificing my boundaries? I just want to add this in before we end here tonight. All of my episodes are, as I said in my disclaimer, are based off things that I've been through. And so I'm not perfectly healed. I am healing. But I do want you to know that you're not alone. And These things that I speak about are real. They're not made up. They're not something that we just suppress, because that's the problem. That's the issue. And so, and everything ties in together as well. And, that's where the belief from God and the universe come in. Like, we are linear beings. Like, we're very complex, but not complex, Anywho, cruelty may have been planted in us, but it doesn't have to define what we grow. Healing asks us to pull up what no longer serves us, root and all, and to plant something softer in its place: awareness, empathy, forgiveness, and strength. Remember, every time you choose love over bitterness, patience over projection, you are breaking generational patterns. Thank you for listening to Blooming Theories, where spirit and soul blossom. Until next time, may you water only what you want to grow.